mean, that's a long time
That
to
is
be
a
alone.
really long time. She went on 5 missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Mm-hmm.
And she always was with family. She lived right next door to my uncle. Like, they helped her a lot, but she was just the most amazing grandma. And so it was 1 week before CVX that she fell and broke her hip, and then we went and visited her at the rest home, and she was kind of delirious seeming because of the medicine, but also because I think she was just so close to death.
Yeah.
And it was very sad.
I feel like these past couple of years, it's like every time I see her, she comes to visit us or we go to visit her, it's like she's visibly and
Declining.
mentally declining. So we went to go visit her in the nursing home as she was getting closer and closer to dying. We could tell because she wasn't able to eat anything. She was unconscious a lot.
If they gave her any little drink of water, she would choke on it almost every time. Or
So
every time.
They had a little swab that they'd just dip in the water and then rub on her lips to get some moisture. But we all knew it was like inevitable. She tell about that first visit.
The first visit we went, and she was kind of just delirious. She still had control of her body for the most part, and she was still able to talk. She was looking at all the grandkids, and she just kept saying, "Oh, you are so special. You are all so special. Oh, you're so special." And she was looking at each of the kids, and I could tell she was saying that because she didn't remember who they were. She didn't know who they were or anything. But then she looked at me and said, is this Rebecca? And I was like, oh, yeah, it is. Like, I just wasn't expecting her to recognize me, because even for the past couple of years, she hasn't really known who I was, really. Or if she has, it's been very sporadic, and I never expect her to know, because she's starting to just lose her memory. And then she said, "Now, are all these your kids?" And I was like, "Yeah, they are. These are my kids." And she started pointing at each of the kids, saying, "Now, who's this?" And I would say, "It's James." Or, "Now, who's this? Now, who's this?" And then she looked up at the ceiling, like we were explaining, "Yeah, it's James," or "It's Corbin," or "It's Ellie." And then she looked up at the ceiling where there was literally nothing, not even a light socket or anything. And she's like, "Now, who's that?" And to me, she was seeing someone that was there that she could see that we could not see.
A spirit?
A spirit. I think it was a spirit. Honestly, I think it was my grandpa. And she's just in this state of delirium where she still isn't even recognizing anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom said, "Is that Grandpa?" And she said, "Oh, is it Grandpa?" Like, my grandma said, "Is it Grandpa?" And my mom's like, "If it's Grandpa, you need to go to him." And she said, "Oh, I hope it's him." Just like, she wanted to die. She wanted to die. She was not, she wasn't like miserable in her life, but she wasn't ecstatic about being here. She wanted to go. She's been alone for a long time. And
she's just tired and old and missing her husband and wanting to be back, wanting to be free of this withered, old, immortal body, I think she had a very eternal perspective. Mindset was
she knew
full of faith.
Her family was going to be all together. Mm-hmm. She worked in our LDS temples.
So she knew that dying wasn't the end, and it was going to be a big relief to her,
A big reunion, too, of a lot of family members, all, because we believe in life after death.